Applied Mathematics, Chapter 6, Sequence and Series, Arithmetic Mean. The arithmetic mean abbreviation is given as A dot M. Given two positive numbers A and B, insert capital A between A and B such that A, comma, capital A, comma, B are in AP. Then A is called the arithmetic mean. As A, comma, capital A, comma, B are in AP, therefore A minus capital A minus small a is equal to B minus capital A. By the definition of AP, it says second term minus first term is equal to third term minus second term. So here we get 2A is equal to A plus B and A as A plus B by 2, which is the arithmetic mean. So the arithmetic mean between the two numbers is given as the average of the two numbers. Insert n numbers between A and B such that A, comma, capital A1, capital A2 and so on capital A and B are in AP. Then the numbers A1, capital A2 and so on capital AN are called arithmetic means between A and B, and the sum is given as capital A1 plus capital A2 and so on capital AN is equal to n by 2, as there are n arithmetic means. So n by 2 is equal to first arithmetic mean plus last arithmetic mean. So also we can say n is equal to multiply by A plus B by 2. Or we can say n times the arithmetic mean between A and B. Sum of n arithmetic mean is given as n times the arithmetic mean between the two numbers. If AP consists of n terms, sum of these n terms is equal to n into middle term if n is odd, and sum of these n terms is given as n multiplied by arithmetic mean of the two middle terms where if n is even number. If the fourth term of an AP is 4, then find the sum of 7 terms of AP. As the fourth term is given as, fourth term is 4, that means fourth term is equal to A plus 3D is equal to 4. This is my first equation. We have to calculate the sum of 7 terms. Sum of 7 terms, n is equal to 7. We have to calculate sum of 7 terms, which is equal to 7 by 2, as n is 7, so 7 by 2, 2a plus 7 minus 1d. We use the formula for Sn is equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Here n is 7, so I substituted 7. So this I will get S7 is equal to 7 by 2, 2a plus 6d. From equation number 1, if I multiply equation number 1, what should I get? Multiply equation 1 by 2. I get 2a plus 6d is equal to 8. This is my third equation. This is my second equation. Put the value of 2a plus 6d as 8 in this equation. Second, what should I get? S7 is equal to 7 by 2 into 8, which is equal to S7 is equal to 28. So sum of 7 terms is 28. Next is insert 5 numbers between 8 and 26 such that the resulting sequence is in AP. First of all, we consider the 5 numbers. Let A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 are the 5 numbers. Then 8, A1, A2, A3, A4, A5 and 26. We have to insert these 5 numbers between 8 and 26. So we have these 5 numbers. Our first term is 8 and the last term is 26. Or you can say that A plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 terms. So I can say A plus 6D is equal to 26. Substitute the value of 8 in this equation. I get 8 plus 6D is equal to 26. So 6D is equal to 18. D is equal to 3. Common difference is 3. As common difference 3, so if first term is 8, then we can say hence the numbers are, first term is 8, 8 plus 3, 11, 11 plus 3, 14, 14 plus 3, 17, 17 plus 3, 20, 20 plus 3, 23, and 23 plus 3 is 26. So these are the 5 numbers which have been inserted is 11, 14, 17, 20, 20 and 23, so that the numbers are in AP. There are n arithmetic means between 3 and 17. The ratio of the first mean and the last mean is 1:3. We have to find the n. Let us introduce n arithmetic mean between a and 17. So insert n arithmetic mean between 3 and 17. Let they be 3, a1, a2 and so on, an 17. Here first term is 3 and the last term is 17. As there are n arithmetic mean, so last term, the number of terms will be n plus 2. The ratio of first and the last mean, the ratio of first mean and the last mean is given as 1 by 3. First mean means second term. Second term is given as a plus d. If they are, as they are in AP, therefore second term is given as a plus d. And n terms, last term means last arithmetic mean. So last arithmetic mean, they are n plus 1 terms. So n plus 1 terms is given as a plus nd is equal to 1 by 3. Here first term is 3, we know that, substitute 3 here, 3 plus d is equal to 3 plus nd equals to 1 by 3. Cross multiply, 9 plus 3d is equal to 3 plus nd. So we get 6 is equal to n minus 3d. So d is equal to 6 upon n minus 3. This is my first equation. The value of d is, the common difference is 6 upon n minus 3. Now for that, to calculate n, last term is 17. Last term, that means a n, which is equal to a plus, there are n plus 2 terms. Total terms are total n plus 2 terms. So we have n plus 1d is equal to 17. So we have 17 is equal to a. A is my first term 3 plus n minus 1. N minus n plus 1. N plus 1 I don't know. D is 6 upon this. 6 upon n minus 3. I substitute the value of d as 6 upon n minus 3. Subtract this. 14 is equal to 6n plus 6 upon n minus 3. Cross multiply. 14n minus 42 is equal to 6n plus 6. Here I get 8n is equal to 48, n is equal to 6. So the number, we have to find the n. So the we can say that n is equal to 6. N is 6. Geometric mean. The abbreviation of geometric mean is GM. Given two positive numbers a and b, if G is the geometric mean between a and b such that a, g, b are in geometrical progression GP. If a, g, b are in geometrical progression, then g by a is equal to b by g by the definition of geometrical progression. That second term divided by first term is equal to third term divided by the second term. So cross multiply, we get g square is equal to ab, g is equal to under root ab. We have to take the positive value of this as we have taken positive numbers. So g is equal to under root ab. This is the geometric mean of two numbers between a and b. Insert n numbers between a and b such that a, g1, g2, g3 and so on gn, b are in gp. Then the numbers g1, g2, g3 and gn are called the geometrical mean, and between a and b then let R be the common ratio between the geometrical progression A, G1, G2 and so on, G and B. Then we say that the product of n geometrical mean is given by G1 into G2 into G3 and so on, Gn is equal to under root of AB whole to the power n. Or we can say nth power of the single geometrical mean of between A and B. Note, if geometrical progression consists of n terms, then the product of these n terms is given as middle term whole to the power n if n is odd, or the product of these terms n if the product of these n terms is given as geometrical mean between the two middle term whole to the power n if n is even. Relation between arithmetic mean and geometric mean. Let A and B are the two positive numbers, then capital A is given as arithmetic mean between two numbers A and B is equal to A plus B by 2, and capital G is the geometric mean between the two numbers A and B, which is given as under root AB. Then the difference of arithmetic mean and the geometric mean is given as A plus B by 2 minus under root AB. Take the LCM, we get A plus B minus 2 times under root AB. This clearly gives the whole square of under root A minus under root B whole square. And we know that square of any number is positive. So we have a difference of arithmetic mean and geometric mean is greater than 0. We can say that arithmetic mean is greater than geometric mean. In particular, if I say arithmetic mean is equal to geometric mean, this is possible only when under root A minus under root B whole square divided by 2 should become 0. And this happens only when A is equal to B. So in general, I can say that in general, we say that if A and G are the geometric mean and the arithmetic mean and geometric mean between the two positive real numbers, then A is always greater than equal to G. That means arithmetic mean is always greater than equal to geometric mean. Insert 3 geometric mean in between 1 and 256. Let the 3 geometric mean be G1, G2 and G3, and the term is 256. So first term is here is 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and fifth term, which is equal to A r to the power 4 is equal to 256. Substitute the value of A, I will get r to the power 4 is equal to, and 256 is 4 to the power 4. This implies r is equal to 4. Common ratio is 4. And the terms are, say, 1, 4, 16, 64 and 256. So 3 geometric mean are 4, 16 and 64. Because terms are AR square, AR cube and AR to the power 4. So if we put A as 1, AR 1 into R 4, AR square 16, 64 and 256. Thus we get the geometric mean as 4, 16 and 64. Second question says, if the fourth term of GP is 8 and the fifth term is 16, what is the product of first 8 terms? What is given to us? Fourth term. Fourth term is AR cube is equal to 8, and fifth term is AR4 is equal to 16 is given to us. Divide these two, what should I get? AR4 upon AR cube is equal to 16 upon 8. This implies R is equal to 2. Common ratio is 2. Common ratio is 2. Substitute the value of 2 in first equation. We get AR cube is equal to 2 cube, and R is 8. So I can say R is 2. So I can say A 2 cube is equal to 2 cube. This implies A is 1. My first term is 1. Now we have to find the product of first 8 terms. So first 8 term was given as first 8 terms of GP is given as A, AR, AR square, AR cube, AR4, AR5 and AR6, AR7. Their product is A into AR square, AR cube, AR4, AR5, AR6 and AR to the power 7. How many A's are there? First term there are 8 and R is equal to, as R are being multiplied, then powers get added in exponential. So get 1 R to the power 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Sum of first 7 terms. So we know that sum of first 7 terms, we know that sum of n terms, first n terms is given as n plus 1 by 2. Therefore, we have a to the power 8 r 7 plus 1 divided by 2, which is equal to a to the power 8 r. This is 56 divided by 2 is 28. Now substitute the value of a and r here. What should I get? A is my 1 to the power 8 into 2 to the power 28, because my common ratio is 2. So I get a to the power 1 to the power 8 and 2 to the power 28, which is equal to 2 to the power 28. So product of first 8 terms are given by 2 to the power 28. This is my answer. Product of first 8 terms is given by 2 to the power 28. If A1 and A2 are two arithmetic mean and G1 and G2 are two geometric mean between the two positive number A and B, then find the value of A1 plus A2 upon G1, G2. We know if there are n arithmetic mean between the two numbers, then the sum of n arithmetic mean is given as sum of n arithmetic means between two numbers A and B is given as n times the arithmetic mean between the two numbers. In this particular case, according to the problem, there are two arithmetic means. Then A1 plus A2 is given as 2 times A plus B by 2, because if n arithmetic means there are n times A plus B by 2. If 2 arithmetic means n is equal to 2, so I will write 2 times A plus B by 2, which is equal to A plus B. This is my first equation. Also, if there are n geometric mean between the two numbers, then the product of n geometric means between A and B is given as under root of AB whole times n. And here there are two geometric means, so G1 into G2 is given as under root of AB square, because if there are n their product of n geometric means is under root AB to the power n. So if there are two geometric means, here n is equal to 2 under root AB whole square, which is equal to AB. This is my second equation. Now we have to calculate A1 plus AB A1 plus A2 upon G1 into G2. So from 1 and 2 I can say that A1 plus A2 divided by G1 into G2 is equal to A plus B upon AB. This is my answer. I have to calculate A1 plus A2 into G1 into G2, which is equal to A plus B upon AB. Insert 5 geometric mean between 576 and 9. Show that their product is equal to the fifth power of the single geometric mean between the given two numbers. First of all, we insert the 5 geometric means. We get 576. Let G1, G2, G3, G4, G5 are the 5 geometric means and between the two numbers 576 and 9. Here first term is my 576 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh term is equal to a r to the power 6 is equal to 9. This implies 576 r to the power 6 is equal to 9. Or you can say that r to the power 6 is equal to 9 upon 576, which is equal to 1 by 64. So r to the power 6 is equal to 1 by 2 whole to the power 6. This implies my common ratio is 1 by 2. Common ratio is 1 by 2. So the given numbers, when we introduce these, insert these geometric means, so the given sequence becomes, the geometric progression will be 576 is 288 into half 144 into half 72 into half again into half 9. So therefore required geometric means or inserted geometric means are 288, 144, 72, 36, 18, 18. Next, we have to show that their product is equal to the fifth power of the single geometric mean between the two numbers. We have to show that, to show the product of these numbers, product of 5 geometric means is equal to the fifth power of geometric mean to the power 5. Geometric mean of the two numbers, you can say that geometric means of two given numbers to the power 5. This we have to show. Now product of 5 geometric means. We know that if numbers are given to us, then the product of, we know that product of n terms in GP is equal to middle term whole to the power n if n is odd. First of all, I prove for the left hand side. Now there are, how many terms are there? There are 5. 5, n is equal to 5, which is odd. N is 5, which is odd. Therefore, and the middle term, if these are the GP, then the middle term is 72. So we say that this is equal to 72 whole to the power 5. Product of n terms of GP, as they are in GP. So therefore, the product of n terms of GP is equal to middle term whole to the power n if n is odd. And we have seen 5 is odd, therefore middle term is 72, so 72 to the power 5. Now geometric mean of the two given number is given as right hand side. We prove that for the right hand side. Geometric mean of two numbers is geometric mean between two numbers 576 and 9 is given as under root 576 into 9, which is equal to 24 into 3, 72. As 576 is a square of 24 and 9 is a square of 3, so I get 24 into 3, 72. Now also we know that if there are n geometric means, we know that product of n geometric means is equal to the geometric mean to the power n. The geometric mean of the two numbers to the power n. So here n is equal to 5. So therefore we have geometric mean of two numbers is 72. So we have product of 5 geometric means is equal to 72 whole to the power 5. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. Left hand side we prove 72 to the power 5 and right hand side again we prove 72 to the power 5. So we have left hand side is equal to right hand side, hence show. This is what we have to show, that they are equal. The product of 5 geometric means is equal to the geometric mean of the given number whole to the power 5, and hence we have proved that they are equal. The arithmetic mean of the two numbers is 34 and geometric mean of two numbers is 16. We have to find the numbers. As we know that let the numbers be A and B, we say that let the two numbers are A and B. So arithmetic mean of two numbers is given as A plus B by 2, and arithmetic mean is given to us 34. So 34 is equal to A plus B by 2. That this implies the sum of two numbers is equal to 68. This is my first equation. And the geometric mean of the two number is given as under root AB, and which is equal to 16. So 16 is equal to under root AB. So we get, if I multiply by 2, I get 32 is equal to 2 times under root AB. This is my second equation. Add 1 and 2. Add 1 and 2, we get A plus B plus 2 times under root AB is equal to 100. This is equal to under root A plus under root B whole square is equal to 100 square. Or we can say that under root A plus under root B is equal to 10. As they are two positive numbers, so I will take the positive value of 10. This is my equation number 3. If I subtract this, here we have added 1 and 2, add 1 and 2, now subtract 1 and 2. Subtract 1 and 2. What should I get? A plus B minus 2 times under root AB. That means 68 minus 32. It equals to 36. I will get 68 minus 32 is 36. So this is also given as under root A minus under root B whole square is equal to 6 square. Or you can say under root A minus under root B is equal to 6. This is my fourth equation. I will take the positive value of 6. Now add 3 and 4. Add 3 and 4. What should I get? Under root A plus, if I add these two numbers, so under root B minus under root B will cancel out. I left with 2 times under root A. 2 times under root A is equal to 10 plus 6, 16. So under root A is equal to 8. So A is equal to 64. My first number is 64. Then I will subtract 1 and 2. Subtract 3 and 4. Subtract 3 and 4. Subtract 3 and 4. So under root A minus under root A cancel out. Under root B plus under root B become 2 times under root B. And 10 minus 6 is 4. I get under root B is equal to 2. B is equal to 4. Squaring both sides, I get B as 4. So this is my second number. So hence I can say that as we have taken the numbers randomly, we don't know which is the first one, which is the second one. Hence the numbers are 4 or 64, and you can say that 64 or 4. Either 4 and 64, 4 and 64, or you can say or 64 and 4. Any one of the same. 4 and 64 or 64 and 4. So we have to calculate the two numbers. So two numbers are 4 and 64. I hope you understood with the arithmetic mean and the geometric mean very well. So please like and subscribe my video.